as you hear the horn blasting through as the Hornets come through the entrance at Magoffin County High School, high up on the mountain. And this is Bluegrass Sports Nation's coverage of the Letcher County Central Cougars and the Magoffin County Hornets. The last road regular season game for the Cougars. And the Cougars 4-3 tonight, coming into tonight's matchup. I am Anthony Brisalia, joined alongside Mark Young. And Mark, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, man. Beautiful night for football. We're up on the high perch on top of the press box tonight. Got a bird's eye view of what should be a good game.
What should be a good game. Cougars on a winning over Estill County last week, 48-34. You look at the Magoffin County Hornets on the other hand, though, 2 wins and 5 losses. This is their 8th game of the season as well. 0-2 in district play so far. And Letcher County Central and Magoffin County, of course, all implications for the playoffs on the line here. And they will have left Lawrence County after this game to play in the district. So Letcher Central 1-1, Lawrence County undefeated at 2-0, Estill County 1-1, and Magoffin County 0-2. Mark Young, and I think Powell County 1-1 as well.
Yeah, Powell and Lawrence play tonight, right?
Yes, that is correct.
Should be a good matchup there too. It's kind of going to be interesting to see how this new format shakes out.
Magoffin County hurting with injuries this season. Was talking with some of the fine folks. I want to give a shout out to the AD for helping us up here and getting us all set up. And of course, Mason Pack this season for the Magoffin County Hornets. Had a really good year passing so far, as well as they're on 5 touchdowns for 2 interceptions. And again, a good crowd here tonight. Cougar Nation faithfully along the way, coming here as well too. Now, Letcher Central did win the coin toss. They have elected to receive the opening kickoff. And we didn't want to just run down some other action, 3A, not necessarily games, but just looking at some other teams across the state. Christian Academy of Louisville, Bell County, and Lloyd Memorial. Lloyd Memorial was always in 2A for so many years, now jumping to that 3A. All are 7-0 to go, as well as Murray. So Christian Academy of Louisville, Bell County, Lloyd Memorial, Murray, all 7-0. Glasgow is also 7-0. Their RPI is a little bit further down. But the 5th rated team in 3A, Mark, a team that the Cougars have seen, Lawrence County, and of course the 6th rated team, Bardstown. Bardstown, for several years ago, a long time ago, won several state championships. They've been known to always be a tough player. You look down, Lexington Catholic this year, 4-2. They dropped down from 4A. Russell 5-1, East Carter 5-1, and then Letcher Central 4-3. So when I see another face that used to be in 2A, now up to 3A, DeSales, they're currently at 3-4. Knox Central, Mountain team, 3-3 on the season. They have dropped down to 3A as well too. So a lot of teams that were traditionally in 4A and other classes, like Letcher Central, and 2A and the other classes, dropping down in 3A, looking like it's a tough one, Mark.
Yeah, the rearranging all the districts and stuff this year is going to be so interesting come playoff time, because, like you said, some people that we haven't seen in a while have been able to stand up and shine a little bit.
Also, Blake Wireman on the year has rushed for over 1,200 yards for the Hornets, 17 touchdowns. We'll break down the Cougars stats a little bit more here as we get ready to have the kickoff. Magoffin County in the maroon and the maroon stripes, white numerals and white tights. The Cougars will have it midfield a little bit further and inside to about the 43-yard line. Cougars in the white uniforms, blue numerals, and also blue stripes. And that was Brett Sturgill on the return, and a good field position starting off for the Cougars.
Oh, great starting position for the Cougars. I mean, already across half the field, and they chose to get the ball first, even though they won the toss, because they wanted that offense to make a statement early.
Two wideout splits both ways. Sturgill to the right here of Holbrook. You're going to have Stidham running in motion, right to left. He'll get the call, has some room, making room. He'll have the first down, tries to cut up field, and will get tackled at about the 31-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 13 and a first down, Cougars.
Yeah, it was a nice run. It seemed like it was just slow developing, but, man, a great game.
31-yard line.
Be interesting if they stick with the ball on the ground or if they get the Magoffin County Hornets to pull up close enough to the line of scrimmage that they can throw over.
Cougars taking their time. Last week saw them do a lot of no huddle there at Estill County. Expect that to be some of the case in this game as well too. Good field position at the 44 there. One wideout's going to be hanging out to the left. Going to have three bunched up on the right side. One running in motion right to left. Sturgill nowhere to go. Tries to shake and bake and gets some room and falls forward for about 4 yards, close to 5. So it'll be second and manageable.
That was just a great second effort on Sturgill's part. I mean, they met him at the line of scrimmage, and he shake and bake, like you said, and got through there, and I don't know how.
Officially give him 4 yards at the 27. Sturgill now in motion. Was going right, now left. Looking. They pass it. Nope. Batted down. And a great good coverage there by the Hornets. That was broken over by none other than Buckaloo. Bryce Buckaloo, the freshman. So huge stop there, and it's going to be 3rd and 6 for the Cougars.
Yeah, he was about a step away from a pick 6 there. He had a great break on the ball, and Cougars dodged a bullet.
This time Sturgill to the left. Stidham in motion. Has time. Here comes the outside pressure. It's caught by Brown. Shakes, and he's going to be inside the 20. Going to be driven out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, maybe a gain of about 9 on the play, and the Cougars a first down after the pressure there was really coming from the Hornets. Strong pressure there from Fultz really caused some problems, but Gunnar Holbrook got it off in time.
Yeah, and Brown's second effort got him across that line because his route wasn't at the first down territory. So good job on both ends.
Clock stopped at 10:22. Stidham left to right in motion this time. Sweet toss pass out to Sturgill. Breaks and has some room and will go untouched into the end zone, 18 yards out. And with 10:15 remaining in the opening quarter, Cougars strike first on a 4-play, 44-yard drive, 6-0.
Yeah, the Hornets stepped across the corner there and kept him from going, and he just cut it up. And like you said, he made a couple moves through the seam and was untouched.
Check that. That was five plays on that drive.
For Letcher Central.
Adams makes it 7-0. Back in 30 seconds.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Cougars go 5 plays, 44 yards, make it 7-0 after the Adams extra point, and now the Cougars will kick it off to the Hornets.
You know, back on that point after attempt there, Caleb Lovely, number 53 for the Hornets, busted through the line, didn't get the block, but they're going to have to keep on that young man. That's twice he's come through and put pressure on the kicker and the quarterback.
Meade to kick it off. And the Hornets will field it. That's going to be Fultz again, who had that pressure earlier. He gets out to the 40. And now the Cougars, or the Hornets, will have it out at the 40. Excuse me, check that. That was Jackson Gillian on the kickoff. Thank you for joining us on Bluegrass Sports Nation tonight, wherever the platforms are. And we thank you for getting us on here, whether it be Facebook or YouTube Live. And a lot of sports action, Mark. We know a lot of fall sports. Soccer had their district tournaments, and Letcher County Central won 7-2. I think the girls, and I know the boys fell a little bit short to Perry Central, but both teams going to the region.
Yeah, that's a big boost up for Letcher County.
After the run and the handoff out to about the 47.
Carry is out to the
And it'll be second and manageable here for Magoffin County.
Second down and 2 for the Hornets.
Emma Adams, the point after kicker for the Cougars, got MVP for the girls as well in that tournament.
Congratulations, Emma. Be interesting to see how all teams do in the region next week, as that's up at Letcher Central. And in motion there was Allman for the Hornets, and the pass was intended for him. Stidham was right there. It's incomplete, excuse me, and that'll bring up 3rd and 2 for Magoffin County.
Yeah, the Cougars was faking a blitz that time. They all rushed up to the line, but they backed off right as the snap happened and was able to spread out there. Had he caught it, I don't think he would have gained very few yards.
9:28 remaining opening quarter. 7-0 Cougars early on. Burchett, the senior quarterback. Here's the handoff. Good run there by Wireman. And Wireman will have the first down at the 48. Be a gain of 4, and Magoffin County answers right back on 3rd down.
Yeah, and that was a great job. The Cougars was blitzing, and he was able to get right through them and break that initial contact for a first down.
8:57 remaining. Clock rolling. Trips bunched up over to the right. One right out to the left. That's Buckaloo. They hand it off there to Wireman. Bounces off to the right side. Wireman's got room. It'll be wrapped up at about the 41.
Blake Wireman on the carry.
Be second in short.
Near the 40-yard line.
Mason Peck under center. My apologies there earlier.
Yeah.
I was talking with some people from Magoffin earlier. They said they've been banged up with some injuries this season, and so normally, because when you look at the stats there on the KHSAA, you look at it and well, he's the one, we talked about him earlier, 216 yards this season so far. We'll see what they dial up here as they're close to another first down. 2nd and 3 at the 40. Fake handoff there. Peck's going to keep it, and he's going to be wrapped up in the backfield by Sargent and Stidham. Huge tackle there, Mark Young.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, he did a nice play fake, but Sargent didn't bite on it and went ahead and brought him down early.
Going to lose 2 on that play. Magoffin 1 of 1 on 3rd down conversions. Tomorrow, the Letcher County Central Middle School team will be here to take on Louisa Middle in the conference championship. Both teams undefeated at 12-0, so that should be an interesting matchup tomorrow, and some future Cougars going to be playing on this field tomorrow.
Yeah, it should be a very good game. Had I not already had plans, I would come back just to watch that.
Peck under center. Going to hand it off to Wireman again, and gets hit. Not going to get anywhere. And this will bring up 4th down, some little extracurricular activity. But they're going to have to punt it away. We'll see if Coach, the Hornets, Coach DeRosset and company go for it. We have a player shaking up. We'll take a 30-second break on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
Be 4th and 5 for Magoffin County. Cougars lead it 7-0 as Wireman getting help there off the sideline, was able to get up on his own. Just had a couple of people up him. Of course, Coach John DeRosset didn't really get to talk about him during the pregame, but Coach DeRosset had a great career coaching at Prestonsburg High School, were runner-up at the state in 2001. Talk about that a little bit more in a minute as Magoffin County will kick it away. And it will be fielded. It'll be taken back. Stevens gets away from it. And it'll be about at the 6-yard line as Gillen will down it. And so the Cougars make them punt it away. And what'd you like about the defense on that play, Mark?
Well, the first down play there, Mason Stevens come up and made a tackle on the 8-yard line, 8-yard gain to keep him from getting a first down. And then the Cougars come back and made 2 great stops back-to-back, one for a loss, and they made a great stand right in midfield. That's probably the strongest I've seen the Cougars' defense look at this point in the game. They always seem to struggle at the beginning, but they're on the money right now.
Took 7 plays and almost about 4 minutes off the clock for the Hornets. Stidham in motion again. Good pass out to Stidham. That was Sturgill, in motion. Now Stidham going to take it up the field. Going to shake and bake and try to get away, but couldn't. Wrapped up by a lot of Hornets there at about the 29-yard line, so a pickup of about 23. See if they mark. Yeah, that's what it's going to be, and a good game by the Cougars.
Yeah, that was a nice strong run by Stidham after he caught the ball. Again, though, I saw that freshman arm reaching out there. He almost got his hand on that pass as well. That's something they need to be leery of.
Cougars go with the no huddle. This time Tripp's hanging out to the left. Sturgill out in the flats, going to catch it. Has some room down the left side. Going to have the first down to about the 42, 41-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 12 when the Cougars move the sticks again.
So as long as the Hornets are going to play back and give them those first 3 or 4 yards, they're going to throw these short passes and move the ball.
Oh, and see what the call is. I was looking down there. False start against the Cougars.
Yeah,
that'll be their first penalty of the game. It backs them up 5 yards. So, Mark, something they have tried to avoid, and for them to go over 6 minutes and not have a penalty, just a little bit of improvement on that.
Right, and I think because you had all your receivers go at the same time, I think maybe the center didn't snap it on the correct count.
This time Howard to the right there of Holbrook, and he will take the handoff. Thought he was going to be down, but makes some room and turns it all the way into a first down and more into Magoffin County territory at the 46. Huge gain there, and the Cougars keep moving the sticks. Their 6th first down of the game.
Yeah, that was a good and audible there. The Hornets moved up to the line of scrimmage to take away that pass, so they switched it to their horse.
Same formation. Out to Howard. Out to the 45 inside. Going to be wrapped up, fell forward to about the 42. Or excuse me, I'm sorry, check that, the 37, somewhere in that ballpark. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. No huddle again for the Cougars.
Yeah, this quick offense seems to be giving the Hornets a little more trouble. Holbrook's done a little maintenance there. He's tying a shoe.
Trips this time out to the right. And what out to the left? Hand off to, nope, Gunner's going to keep it and won't get anywhere.
Lovely met him quick that time. That Caleb Lovely, that's who I was talking about coming through the line earlier. And, man, he stood his ground that play.
Losses back.
And he's just a sophomore, so he's got a lot more time to spend with the Hornets.
For the Cougars.
Let's bring up 3rd and 2 now for Letcher Central at the 38. They give it right back to Howard. Has more room. Is going to bounce out to the left. Inside the Magoffin County red zone. Trying to get to the 10. We'll probably get about at the 13. And the Cougars connect on their 2nd third down conversion attempt tonight. Now 2 of 2. And back in the red zone where they are 1 of 1 tonight.
Right now, the Cougars' offense is chugging right along. I mean, they're hitting on all cylinders.
We have a whistle. We have a flag on the far side here. Offsides against Magoffin County, so that's their first penalty of the game. So that'll push the Cougars inside the 10 to the 8 and make it 1st and 5.
Again, I think that's a result of the no-huddle offense.
This time Sturgill in at H-back. Clock under 3:40. Here we go. Holbrook looking. Pass is caught to Sturgill. Inside to about the 6-yard line, so this will bring up about 3rd and 3 for the Cougars.
Yeah, that nice patience by Holbrook that time. I mean, he just waited, and started to run, and then he saw Sturgill open.
Gain down to the 6. 2nd down 3.
Here we go. Back to Sturgill. Oh, he broke the tackle from Lovely, but got back to the 6. And this will bring up 3rd and 3 from the 6.
I don't know how it got away from Big Lovely because he had him wrapped up, but he was able to spring free.
For the Cougars, it's 3rd down.
Cougars 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversion attempts tonight. 2:40 in the clock rolling. High snap, they go right to Howard. He's going to walk right into the end zone untouched from 3 yards or 6 yards out. It's now 13-0 Cougars, 2:35 remaining first quarter.
Again, I mean, right up the middle, he just found the seam and walked right through. The Hornets, I think, was expecting a sweep around the end because they had their outside linebackers move it up.
Adams on for the point after. High snap. Oh, we're going to keep it. And Stidham still on his feet, gets to the 5, and the point after there, or the conversion at 2-point conversion attempt, no good off the high snap. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I'm out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Number 14.
8 plays.
Also back.
And Cougars had to go start all the way at their own 6 at a 94, 8 plays, 94 yards on that last drive. Took close to about 4 minutes off the clock. Garrett Howard scores from 6 yards out. And the Cougars find themselves up 13-0 after the 2-point conversion attempt did not work. So, Mark, Cougars going to look to stop them again on defense.
Oh, absolutely. Their offense right now is really mixing up between the run and pass. And the defense so far has been a thorn in the Hornet side.
Oh, and it's muffed. Ball's loose, still loose. The Cougars may have it. I think they're saying they do, but we'll see what the official call is. And they do. And the Cougars take advantage on the kickoff and will have great field position to start this drive. What a recovery by Ryder Day, the junior Cowan kid there. A former classmate there, or when Kobe went there to Cowan there, and a big return for him on special teams.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, he bobbled it, and the Cougars never let up, and Ryder was able to just beeline straight on the ball. He's the first man to it.
This first turnover comes at 2:30 in the first quarter. Trips to the left, one out to the right. There's that sweet pass again there to Sturgill, who makes some room. Going to be close. Maybe picks up about 7 yards on the play. So it'll be second and about 3 for the Cougars. And also, forgot to mention, Mark, it is senior night here at Magoffin County. They had a great presentation as we got here, and just all the nice little accolades and awards and pictures down here. Did it really well as Cougars go no huddle. 2 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Pass is caught. Stevens will have the first down. Cougars go back to the Hornets red zone for the 3rd time tonight, and he'll be at the 14 to pick up a 10 and a first down Cougars.
Yeah, I like the way the Cougars are doing the offense. They run the ball, and wait on the Hornets to put 10 men in the box to try to stop the run, and then they throw a pass.
Holbrook looking. Pass incomplete. Intended for Stevens. We'll bring up 2nd and 10 from the 13, but there is a flag on the play thrown at the 14-yard line. Both teams only have one penalty apiece, and both were 5 yards. One's a false start and a offsides.
Illegal participation against Magoffin.
And we have an illegal participation penalty against Magoffin County. So that'll put the Cougars at about the 9 or at the 8. So it'll be 1st and 5 from the 8.
5 from Letcher Central.
Holbrook takes his time, looking, gets pressured, throws it out to Sturgill. Sturgill, he's at the 5. He'll go into the end zone untouched. And the Cougars score right back. 4 plays on that drive. And it's now 20 to nothing Cougars.
The Cougars, like I said, they run a good mix of passing and running the ball right now.
Cougars look like they're going to go for 2 this time. Holbrook getting instructions from Coach Matthews. Cougars 0 of 1 on the 2-point attempt tonight. You got Howard, and he's going to get the handoff. Nope. Yep, and he's going to go in. Howard connects for the 2-point conversion. And correction on the score, 21 to nothing. Cougars on top with 1:39 remaining in the first quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Four plays after the turnover on the third drive of the game for the Cougars, as Howard was able to get into the end zone there. Or check that, Sturgill, I'm sorry, on the 8-yard pass. And Howard got in on the 2-point conversion, and that's why we're at 21 to nothing Cougars. So let's see if Magoffin County protects the ball better on special teams this time.
Yeah, I mean, it was nice to see Cougars come out on the winning end of one of those kicks.
Ooh, almost there. It happened again. Magoffin County will have good field position as the Hornets just above the 40-yard line, and that was Dason Burchett, the senior. And now Magoffin County got good field position again, too, so they'll officially be at the 41 with 1:34 remaining. It'll be 1st and 10. Hornets, of course, this season, a little bit 2 and 5. Looking to get some offense going here. They have had some decent runs here a couple of times, but Cougar defense has tightened up, and now they'll look to get some things going. Peck going to hand it off there. It's Wireman who was shaken up earlier. He'll bounce out to the 41. He's going to get some yards. He'll pick up 4 yards on the play, and that's going to be a personal foul on the Cougars, as that was a hit out of bounds. And that's going to be against Cody Sturgill, and that'll be a big penalty against the Cougars.
Yeah, I don't think he realized where he was, because Garrett Harrod knocked him and the runner out of bounds, and he went ahead and tackled afterwards. So.
Letcher Central. Be a 15-yard penalty.
So that's 15-yard penalty against the Cougars. That's their second penalty of the game. They have a total of 20 yards on penalties to Magoffin's 10. That's the second first down for Magoffin County in the game. And now Peck back under center.
You hate to see a penalty like that, but that was just a hustle play. It wasn't nothing malicious.
Going to hand it off again. Wireman, he's going to get some good yards here. Going to get about a gain of about 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 3 for Magoffin County.
Yeah, that was a nice hard run by Wireman, north to south. I mean, just lowered the shoulders and ran hard.
Magoffin looking to capitalize off the penalty. Trying to get on the scoreboard here. Trailing 21-0, under a minute to go here, opening quarter. It's been all Cougars so far, both on offense and defense, and a little bit of special teams. On the far side is Burchett there, but this time they go right back to Wireman. Wireman will get some positive yards out to the 30. Should be right at or closer. They may give him the first down. We've seen that happen a few times this year with certain games, and they do. So it'll be a first down, Magoffin County, their third of the game.
Wireman's picking up the pace there and running with a little bit of urgency, and this is what the Hornets need. If you're a Hornets fan, you want to see him hold that ball.
Peck taking his time, under 20 now to play. And in motion is Howard there. This time they're going to go right back to Wireman. Good run there by Wireman. He'll be inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And that should be the last play of the opening quarter, and it will be. And after one quarter, the Letcher County Central Cougars lead it over the Magoffin County Hornets, 21-0. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
Three touchdowns by the Cougars in that opening quarter, and now Magoffin County looking on the door of their red zone, possibly the end zone. 2nd and 3 from the 22. Pass caught by Burchett. Going to go to the outside. I don't know if he got anything there. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like it'll be 3rd down and about 2.
Yeah, I think he may have lost a yard or a half a yard there. Cougars was able to stretch that all the way out, force him out of bounds without advancing at all.
So they will mark it as a loss of a yard officially. 3rd and 4 at the 23. 2 wideouts over there to the left, 1 wideout to the right. Back split. That's Wireman to the right of Peck. Wireman going to run. And immediately will go forward to about the 20-yard line. So it's going to be a gain of 3. So this is going to be 4th and 1 for Magoffin County. Going to need a big stop here if you're the Cougars in Magoffin County to keep some momentum going. You're going to need that first down.
I believe they give it to him.
Oh, they gave him a first down. Well, they had him marked on the 23, and it said 3rd and 4. So interesting there. First down, Magoffin County.
Yeah, that was they got a good mark there, but man, that kid runs hard. I like the way he plays ball.
That they did, and now the Cougars face a fresh set of downs. First trip to the red zone tonight for the Hornets. Peck on the keeper, going to maybe get a yard or 2 at the most to give him a yard. So it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Hornets.
Down to about the 19.
Yeah, but Gavin Adams and Sargent both was inside there. One clogged the hole, and Sargent was able to put him down. So great play. I corrected that. That was Fitzpatrick with Sargent. I'm sorry. Misspoke there.
Hornets come to the huddle, or right the huddle, excuse me, come up to the ball, getting ready. 2 wideouts hanging out there to the left. That is Comer out there, as well as Gilliland. He's had a pretty decent game here tackling. Going to throw it. It's going to be another catch by Burchett. He's got room, and Burchett will go into the end zone. Touchdown, Magoffin County from 19 yards out, and the Hornets get on the board and make it 21-6.
Yeah, the Cougars defense made a play for the ball there, but when he didn't get it, there was nobody between the receiver and the end zone. And more pyrotechnics going off here at Magoffin County if they get their first score.
Hornets going to line up for 2. Peck under center. Going to have Jaron Howard out there, as well as Burchett. Gilliland, here's the pass. It's batted up in the air, and it's caught. Gilliland gets it. Jackson Gilliland gets the 2-point conversion and makes it 21-8 Cougars with 10:21 remaining in the second quarter. Back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
(21-8), 10:21 remaining in the second quarter. Magoffin County gets the 2-point conversion, which was wiggity, wiggity, whack, as we hear Chris Cross's jump on there as Gilliland got the 2-point conversion. And it's muffed there on the little bit of an onside kick, and the Cougars get it, and they will have it. Fields, good heads up their player. That could have been what happened earlier with Magoffin County.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, he bobbled it, but he got on it. But the Magoffin County wasn't going after it with any sense of urgency. I heard the coaching staff yell, "You got to get down on the ground after it."
Cougars will have the ball at their own 47 to start this drive. They've scored every time they've had the ball so far on their 3 possessions. Magoffin on 1 of 3 on their possessions. And here we go. Holbrook looking, gets a nice block there from Sturgill. And Stevens will have it. He could go untouched into the end zone, and he will. Stevens from 53 yards catches the bullet pass over the middle, and the Cougars make it 27-8.
Wow, a one-play return.
53 yards.
Yeah, I mean, it answered the Hornets score on one play. Big play by Holbrook to find an open man.
Emma Adams lining up the kick.
Adams will line up for the point after. Push this back out to a 28-8 lead if it's good. Snap is good. Kick's on the way. And it's good. 28-8. 10:09 remaining second quarter. Back at 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
(28-8). One play, 53 yards, and the Cougars strike right back, Mark, and push it back out to a 20-point lead.
Yeah, again, like I said, their offense has been on fire, but one play is all it took that time, so we got to see what the defense does when the Hornets get the ball back.
Ball is loose, still loose on the floor, on the court of turf, excuse me. Tongue-tied there a little bit. See what happens here. And it'll stay with the Hornets. So
Magoffin County.
That was huge there for the Hornets to recover that, because several Cougars were right there to take that ball right to their on their field, on Magoffin County's field.
Yeah, when they were all scrambling from our point of view, looking down on it, it was just a toss-up because they were both color jerseys scrambling everywhere for it.
So Magoffin will have it at their own 42 to start this drive. 10:04 remaining until halftime. Magoffin had a good scoring drive on that last series on offense, looking to continue that momentum. Letcher Central responded with that bullet pass from Holbrook to Stevens. And now Peck doing a little bit of a toss of his own. Out to Wireman, has some room, will be across the 50 and forced out of bounds by Colton Stidham. And that should be enough where they marked him for a first down, and that'll be the 5th first down of the game for the Hornets.
Down to the 47-yard line of Letcher Central.
Again, I really like the way this Wireman kid runs the ball.
Magoffin.
Band on hand here tonight for the Hornets. Cougar Nation across the way travel very well, as they always do. Magoffin County, a lot of good crowd here on hand tonight. Band sounded really good earlier there on the national anthem and just some of the pregame festivities. Cheerleaders here in action as well for the Hornets. 9:58 remaining. 1st and 10 at the Letcher 47. Oh, nice little trickery here. It's going to be Burchett running it out there on the left side. Going to pick up some yards to about the 40-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 7. That'll bring up 2nd and 3.
40-yard line, gain of 7. 2nd down and 3.
That was a nice little play there on the reverse. They was hoping to catch the Cougars over pursuing, but some of them were able to get back and stay home and keep it from being a first down, because it looked like Burchett had a lot of room to start with.
Wireman gets the call again. Should be close or about at the first down marker. We'll see what they officially mark it.
Yeah.
Down to the.
And he will move the chain, so the 6th first down again for the Hornets. And keeping the ball moving in the chains and trying to find another answer after Letcher County Central's response. Of course, Mark Young, the opening year of this football field was in 2015. Did a game for WYMT here. It was Magoffin County and Betsy Lane, so still freshly new. We saw they made the steps coming up here. Those weren't here in 2015, but good facilities and a good view up here.
Yeah, I was thankful for the shuttle bus.
We'll have to ask our producer in a minute if he caught it. Oh, and Burchett. Oh, he broke a tackle. Burchett still going down the right side. Nobody will catch him. He's going to go in the end zone from 37 yards out. And Magoffin answers right back. And, Mark, we saw this last week with Estill County once Letcher got the lead. The offense, Estill's offense started clicking, and now all of a sudden, Magoffin County after that bullet pass, because you had to wonder how they were going to respond. And Peck connects with Burchett, and it's now 28-14.
Yeah, I mean, they answered right back with a strong offensive run there by big number 3. He broke a tackle, and he had some speed because he kicked it in another gear.
Five plays. Covered there about 58 yards. Magoffin will go for the 2-point conversion again. 7 first downs for them in this game. Pass to the end zone, and it's caught. Burchett again. And now Magoffin County 2 of 2 on 2-point conversions, and the closest they've had it this game so far. It is 28-16 with 8:58 remaining until halftime. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields, offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
(28-16), Magoffin County ready to kick it off. This time, Cougars will have it and brought down at the 36-yard line, and so the Cougars will have it at their own 36.
The Hornets are trying to claw their way back in this. You can tell that they're getting a little bit more confidence and more excitement as they made that quick recovery on the kickoff.
8:54 remaining. See what the Cougars dial up here. 28-16 your score. Magoffin showing pressure up front. May have a blitz here possibly. They're bringing the pressure. Oh, and nearly from behind. They're saying it's a live ball. And did Magoffin fall on it in time? We'll see what they call here. Was he out of bounds? It's going to be close. No official sign yet from the officials. Let's see what they call here right in front of us, Mark. And it will be Magoffin County football. First turnover of the game for the Cougars as the pressure in the backfield came, and now Magoffin County with big momentum on the play as that was the big man from early.
Yeah,
Lovely.
Caleb Lovely there, and he's just a sophomore, but man, what a hit there. Oh.
Comes with 8:46 in the second quarter.
The defense will really have to stand tall here because if they drive down and score again, we've got a ball game.
Peck under center. Goes with Wireman again. And Wireman gets a nice run to start this first drive here, close to 4 yards. That was so close. Again, the Magoffin County players were standing right in front of us. It was hard to tell if they recovered it in time, but the field judge was right down there. Side judge, they saw it, and they take advantage of it. So they have a chance here to answer back, and if they do, that'll be 2 straight scores for them after the Cougars had a 21-0 lead.
Yeah, I mean, they're trying their best to get right back in this game after digging themselves a hole early.
Here comes the outside pressure. Handoff. Oh! Wireman dropped it or fumbled it there. Sargent said he had it. And Sargent gets the fumble recovery off the miscommunication as Wireman got a little bit too excited there. And what a great response there if you're the Cougars, but a blow if you're the Hornets. And the Cougars, boy, that was something they needed there because you could feel the momentum going into the Hornets' way.
Oh, absolutely. To be able to have them turn it back over to them is huge momentum swing in this game.
Trips out to the right. We have a flag on the play, and I think it's going to be too many men on the field for Magoffin. Nope, they're going to give him a timeout. So Magoffin takes the timeout. That's their first of the half. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
And the Cougars here after the timeout by the Hornets, 8:07 remaining. Trips out to the right, one wide out to the left. Hand off to Howard. He's got some room. Busted, going to have the first room or down well in to Hornet territory. We will probably have a hold here on Stevens. Should be a first down Cougars though, but we'll check it. I want to make earlier, had forgotten to mention Preston Combs' name there on the kickoff earlier. Number 86 had him down as 82 on the official roster page that I was able to have. But holding against Letcher County Central. But it should be a first down for the Cougars because that happened way after Howard had the first down.
We'll take it down to the Magoffin County.
So I'll put it in the Magoffin County 46, and that'll be the 12th first down for the Cougars in this game.
Yeah, again, if you're the Cougars fan, you don't like seeing those penalties because it changes the momentum of the ball game.
Combs, Stidham, Stevens out. One more receiver out there blocking Brown. And here comes Howard again. He's got room this time, bulldozing his way inside to the 24-yard line. That's going to be a pickup of a gain of 22 yards. And now the Cougars knocking on the door of scoring again.
Brought down by John Fultz.
Yeah, John Fultz was able to slide down and wrap up his ankles. You're not going to tackle Howard up high.
No huddle for the Cougars with trips to the left. Handoff to Howard again, breaks the tackle, gets wrapped up from behind, but will get to about the 20-yard line, so a pickup of roughly 4.
So the Cougars are just, again, running the clock and moving the ball.
2nd down and 6.
So the Cougars officially in the red zone for the 4th time tonight. We're there 3 of 3 so far. Sturgill takes it. We'll get inside the 15 to about the 14. Right at the stick, but I do think they have enough for the first down, and they do, and that'll be their 13th or 14th first down of the game. So the Cougars moving the sticks.
First down and 10 for Letcher Central from about the 14.
Holbrook has time. Holbrook pass incomplete as it was intended for Stidham, and that'll bring up 2nd and 10 for the Cougars from the 14.
Yeah, again, they are marching, waiting until they march all 10 players up, and then they try to throw something. If Holbrook had time to look deep on the left-hand side, he had a man that had beat his guy wide open in the end zone, but he had a lot of pressure.
Hand off to Sturgill. Sturgill's going to go into the end zone, wrapped up at the 1 and falls forward or dives, excuse me. And he scores from 14 yards out, and that makes it 34-16 Cougars.
Yeah, he saw that maroon paint in that end zone, and he done a head first dive to get in there. He wasn't going to take no chances.
Comes with 6:36 in the quarter. Adams on for the point after.
Adams lining up the kick.
Kick is up and good. And that makes it 35-16. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
So on that last drive, as it's 35-16 Cougars, the Cougars had the ball. They fumbled it. Magoffin County recovered it in Cougar territory. Magoffin County was moving it, and they fumbled it. Now, they were only down 28-16. The Cougars scored to make it 35-16. If the Hornets had not fumbled that ball and were have been able to score, would have made the game a lot closer, maybe at 28, let's just say 24, if they would have gotten the two-point conversion, or at least 28-22. That could have been a lot of momentum because, Mark, the Hornets will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, that's a huge thing that the Cougars was able to get that ball back.
It's loose, and Peck falls on it.
Kick was recovered by Peck.
You know, the Cougars won the toss, but elected to put their offense on the field first, giving the ball back to the Hornets the second half.
Yep. Gunnar Hall was really close to that ball for the Cougars. And now Peck will come back out here, see if they do a better ball protection this time around. Magoffin County has 2 turnovers in this game to the Cougars 1. We've not seen too many penalties in this game, only 4 penalties by each team. Cougars have been penalized 2 times for 20 yards, and the Hornets 2 times for 10 yards.
Yeah, it's been a pretty clean ball game. I mean, it really has. Both teams have been successful at what they do to a certain point.
Cougars' largest lead was at 21-0. Let's see what happens here. It's going to be Burchett. He cannot get away from Brown. Brown, the excellent tackle there. That's going to be a loss of about 7 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd and 17 for the Hornets.
Yeah, that was a great play by Thaden Brown. He was able to fight off the blocker and still make the tackle for a loss. So huge play for the Cougars.
This ball officially be marked at the 22, a loss of 6. Clock at about 6 minutes here, second quarter. Magoffin and Letcher bursting with speed. Here as the second quarter picked up a little bit from the first quarter after it was 21-0 Cougars. Hornets outscoring the Cougars 16-14 right now in this quarter. Peck looking around, pass complete. And out of bounds up to about the 34-yard line. And that was a good Gillian who had a 2-point conversion off the deflection earlier. And now it'll be 3rd and see where they officially mark it. 3rd and a little bit to go. They got to get out to the 38 to get to the first down marker. So Magoffin County tonight on 3rd down conversions, 2 of 3.
Yeah, Mason Stevens was able to slide over from the safety position there and put a stop to the advancement, but nice play. They had a couple of receivers in that same area ready to block had he got to them.
And high snap. Peck held on to it, but it fell loose there on the field, but the Hornets stay on it. Whew. Very close there. Got maybe back to the line of scrimmage, and this will bring up 4th and 5 for Magoffin County as Wireman fell on the ball.
Yeah, Wireman was upset because he had the turnover earlier. He just paid him back right then because he was the only maroon jersey around that ball. Great recovery on his part.
Now at about 5 minutes to go here in the second quarter. See what Magoffin does. I know they lined up like they did earlier, like they were going to go for it, but they ended up punting it away. Oh, and I think they were trying to draw the Cougars off sides, and I think it worked. And this, if it is offsides, it'll be a first down, Magoffin County. And so that's huge, huge if you're the Cougar, if you're the Hornets there. Tough break for the Cougars, and now that's their 3rd penalty of the game for 25 yards.
That 5-yard penalty makes it a first down, Magoffin.
Yeah, that was a costly one there, giving them a new set of downs.
I think you were hesitating there if they were going to give them the first down or not, Mark, but they were 4th and 5 there, and they got what they wanted. It's right there with the sticks, and now Magoffin County going to look to see what they can dial up here. Officials, like you said earlier, it's not been a heavily penalized game. That was just the 5th penalty tonight. We'll see what the Hornets dial up here. And the handoff there to Wireman. Had Howard going right to left there in motion.
Wireman on the carry.
That's Cody Griffin shot through there from the outside linebacker position and was able to get a tackle. I don't think he really gained any, but it wasn't for a loss either. Even though he met him in the backfield, he fell back to the line of scrimmage.
And that happens sometimes. You think you're going to go somewhere or be lost or get something, and you end up just getting hit with a brick wall. And now 2nd and 10 for Magoffin County. 2 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Ooh, Sargent got back in time. They go right back to Wireman. Wireman out to about the 43, maybe 42-yard line. So let's bring up about 3rd and 6, 3rd and 5, where the Hornets are 2 of 4 tonight.
Out to the 43.
Yeah, Sargent was able to get back there. Being an old center from back in my grade school days, if I saw a defensive man jump, I snapped the ball whether my quarterback was ready or not to get that penalty.
Magoffin with 2 timeouts. Letcher Central has all 3 of their timeouts. High snap. Again, Wireman gets the call, breaks some tackles, and falls forward. This will probably bring up about 3rd and 2 for the Hornets. Actually, that was
out to the 48-yard line.
Oh, they give him the first down. My apologies. So that is the 9th first down for Magoffin County.
Yeah, again, Cody Griffith on the stop there with the help from Meade, but not before the Hornets was able to get a first down.
3 of 5 now, Magoffin County from 3rd down conversions tonight. Cougars with 15 first downs unofficially to Magoffin County's 9. Clock at about 3 minutes, so Magoffin's had the ball here for a little over 3 minutes, pushing 4 minutes, trying to find a way to score before halftime and cut into that lead. Peck will have it. He's going to throw it high, and Burchett makes an incredible catch right down to the 34-yard line and picks up 18 yards, and now Magoffin County into Cougar territory.
Yeah, I mean, that was just amazing that he was able to keep his feet in and to catch the ball. It was placed over his outside shoulder, so the quarterback was being swamped by Cougars and was able to get that pass off. That was a great effort on both the passer and the receiver.
Peck looking to connect maybe again with Wireman. And they try to do something with Howard here, but they're going to hand off with Wireman. He's going to get out to the
Blake Wireman on the carry.
27, so it'll gain a 7 and 2nd and 3 now for Magoffin County.
Down to the 28-yard line, 27-yard line.
And, you know, Wireman's not that big of a kid, but, man, he runs the ball hard. Got to give credit where credit's due. He runs hard.
Magoffin County being very patient here, trying to eat that clock because they know the Cougars, after they scored on that first strike pass on that one play on their 4th possession from 53 yards from Holbrook to Stevens in this quarter. And in motion there is Gilliland. 2:08 now. This time they've got Burchett in the backfield. They're going to go right back to Wireman, out to the right again. To the outside, and he will be brought out of bounds all the way to the 25-yard line. See if they give him the first or not. I don't know on that second effort where the ball was angled. If it'll be 3rd and inch. It looks like it's going to be another first down. So Magoffin County moving the sticks. And on that play, Mark, they get out of bounds as well, too. So that stops the clock with 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah. Kia Optima parked by the ambulance and rescue squad that needs to be moved immediately. A black Kia Optima parked by the ambulance and rescue squad that needs moved immediately.
Wideouts to the left, one to the right. That's 2 wideouts. And Peck's going to keep it this time on the quarterback keeper. Tried to get outside. Keep that clock rolling as Howard was on the tackle there. Maybe picked up about 3 yards. It'll be 2nd and 7 for Magoffin County.
Yeah, I mean, Howard makes a shoestring tackle there. Had he not, he'd bounce outside and had some room there. I don't know if he could have made it all the way to the end zone or not, but he sure had some space to run.
1.5 remaining. Magoffin still has 2 timeouts. They can get out of bounds and, of course, stop the clock on a first down. Receivers bunched up over to the right, one wide out to the left. Running in motion is Burchett. They're going to give it to Burchett. Burchett looking, trying to create space, but can't go anywhere. Losses a few yards there on that play, and this will bring up 3rd and long, and we have a whistle. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
(35-16), 1:12 remaining until halftime as Magoffin County looking to score, but the Cougars took a timeout there that in case the Hornets score, they stop them on downs, maybe get one of those nice long passes again. Cougars still have 2 of their timeouts, they have 2 timeouts to work with now. We'll see what Magoffin County does here. Wideouts bunched up both ways. Peak has time, or Peck has time. Oh, and what a catch by Burchett. Burchett at the 14. That should be close to the first down marker. We'll see what they officially mark.
Yeah,
and that's another first down, Magoffin County.
When Peck started rolling out, Brown released and come after him, and it left Burchett open.
Wireman gets it inside the 10. This is Magoffin County's second trip to the red zone tonight. They are 1 of 1, trying to do a no huddle with 2nd down and 6 and the clock moving. They go right back to Wireman again. He's got some room, gets ran up into a pile, going to be down close to the 5-yard line, and we will have a timeout. We'll see who this is. Magoffin County will take the timeout, so we'll take it right. We'll stay right here. 35.8 seconds remaining, so it's going to be 3rd down for the Hornets. What are you trying to do here if you're Coach DeRossa to get into the end zone? You still have a timeout to burn, Mark.
Earlier in the game, he ran a crossbuck play where he faked it to both running backs and hit Burchett for a touchdown down in this corner. And if he rolls this way, Brown is being releasing and coming towards the Peck, and that leaves him wide open. And I think that's might be something that they take a look at.
Well, we know this will be 4-down territory. They're 3rd and 1, but even if it were to come to that, or not even, or 2nd or whatever goal, we know that Magoffin County doesn't have a kicker out there. They've gone for 2-point conversions, got it every time. So big situation here with 35.8 seconds left to see in the half what Magoffin County can dial up here if they can stop after that turnover. The answer from the Cougars. Magoffin County 4 of 6 on 3rd down conversions tonight. Peck, Wireman, who else do they go to? And they're going to have a 1st and goal inside to the 2-yard line. Wireman picks up 3. Be the 13th first down for Magoffin County. And now, where they stop the clock, they've got a little time to work with.
They done restarted it, so.
Here we go. From the 2, Wireman. He's going to be in the end zone for the touchdown with 15.2 seconds remaining, and that makes it 35-22. Letcher Central, a big response there, and the Hornets recover after turning it over, and Letcher scoring on that last play. Now back down to 13. We'll line up for 2 to cut it to 11.
And like you said, Anthony, when they come back out of the second half, the Hornets get the ball back.
That was from 5 yards out. No, it was from 2, I'm sorry, or 3. 3 yards out is what that was from. Or no, it was 2. 15.2. And here we go on the 2-point conversion attempt. And it's intercepted.
Try for point.
And Brown got it, but the 2-point conversion is no good. 35-22. We'll just keep it right here. So the Cougars stop the Hornets for the first time on their 2-point conversion attempts, but Magoffin does respond back and makes it a 13-point ball game.
If you're the Cougars, do you go for it on the long pass, or do you take a knee and run out the clock?
I think it depends on field position and how Magoffin County kicks the ball. That's what I would go on. I feel like if you get decent field position, saying at your own 45 or your own 40, I don't see why Coach Matthews doesn't gamble and try to take a few chances down the field with a couple of timeouts in his back pocket.
Well, their last score was 1 pass play.
And the Hornets getting ready to kick it off. See what they dial up here. Kick high there by Dahmer.
Caught by number 86 for Letcher.
And Preston Combs gets the kick again. So they're going to be at the 41-yard line. Only 1.2 seconds went off the clock. 14 seconds mark. I think if you're the Cougars, you've got plenty of time to do something here. Get a quick pass, get you a timeout, move the sticks, and then hopefully they have a chance at the end zone.
Yeah, that young man used his head. Just as soon as he caught it, he downed it. So the clock wouldn't run.
Cougars 1 of 2 on 2-point conversions tonight. Hornets 2 of 3. 2 wideouts both ways. Howard to the right of Holbrook. 14 seconds remaining. Snap is on the way. Holbrook gets it to Stevens. Stevens tackled out of bounds immediately by Peck, the quarterback. The thing is they lose yards, yes, but if you're Magoffin County, you push him out of bounds. So now the Cougars got 65 yards to work with on this play.
Yeah, if he could have kept him in bounds there, it would have forced the Cougars to burn a timeout in order to get another play off.
Loss of 6 officially on the play, so it'll be 2nd and 16 for the Cougars. 8.2 seconds remaining until halftime. 2 wideout splits both ways. Howard to the right. Here comes pressure. Holbrook has time. Holbrook looking for Stidham, and it's batted in the air, nearly intercepted by Burchett. And Fultz was right there as well on the play, and now 2.2 seconds remaining. The Cougars have one final play before halftime, where tonight they are 3 of 3 unofficially on 3rd down conversions.
Yeah, I mean, that was just phenomenal that somebody didn't come up with that ball. That you had 4 kids there, and they batted it back and forth to each other, but thankfully for the Cougars, it hit the ground.
If Burchett, there had caught that, he had some field to run with. Here we go. Trips out to the right, 1 wide out to the left. Howard to the left. They're going to hand it off to Howard. Howard has an open field. He's at the 50, to the 40. He's got one man to beat and does at the 30. Tried to reverse fields, but tackled all the way down to the 21-yard line. A monster first down and an excellent play there to catch the Hornets almost sleeping, but a positive thing to note for the Cougars offensively right to end the half. We're at halftime. It's Letcher Central 35, Magoffin County 22. We'll be back in 3 minutes on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes. Also, make sure to check out our Little Caesars pizzas. Go Time, where the customer always comes first. Refuel your tank, refill your cup, and refresh your taste buds all in one stop at Go Time.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
(35-22), the Hornets over the Cougars. Before we run down the scoring summary and who scored, Mark Young, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, you know, at the very beginning when the Cougars jumped out to a 21-0 lead, I thought it was going to be a blowout. But the Hornets have fought their way right back in this game and get the ball back when we start the second half.
And unofficial numbers, the Cougars with 16 first downs in that first half to Magoffin County's 13. Cougars were 4 of 4 as they got that last third down there right before the half. Unofficially 4 of 4 on third downs. They're 1 of 1 on fourth down conversions. Magoffin County 5 of 7 on third down attempts. No fourth down attempts for them tonight. When both teams have made it to the red zone, the Cougars are 4 of 4. The Hornets are 1 of 2. On extra point attempts, the Cougars are 3 of 3. The Hornets have yet to attempt one. On 2-point conversions, the Cougars are 1 of 2, while Magoffin County is 2 of 3. Couple of turnovers in that game. On the kickoff, Ryder Day got a fumble recovery with 2:33 remaining in the first quarter. And then the Cougars had a fumble in the second quarter after a pass was completed or out of bounds there with 8:46. But then the Cougars, real quick, we couldn't see who recovered that because it was right in front of us and we never got an official word over the PA because we were high atop the Hornets' nest here tonight over the field. And then, of course, there was a turnover there in the second quarter at 8:07. The Hornets, and the story about that was they were really driving with momentum and had a chance. They were only down 28-16, and Kanan Sargent fell on the ball and got the fumble after a miscommunication between quarterback Peck and also Wireman. And then on top of that, Letcher County Central has been penalized 3 times tonight for a total of 25 yards. Magoffin County has been penalized a total of 10 yards on 2 times tonight. The Cougars scored 14 points in that second quarter, and the Magoffin County Hornets scored 22. That's how we're at 35-22. Run down a couple of the scoring here for you in the first quarter. It was Brett Sturgill from 18 yards out, got the TD for the Cougars. That came with 10:15 in the opening quarter. Garrett Howard would score at 2:35 remaining in the quarter there, and he scored from 9 yards out. The 2-point conversion was no good. That made it 13-0 Cougars. And then the Cougars were able to score again back in the first quarter from 8 yards out with 1:39 remaining in the first quarter. Howard got the 2-point conversion. That made it 21-0 Cougars. But then Burchett from the Hornets from 19 yards out scored with 10:21 remaining in the second quarter. And then Jackson Gillian got the 2-point conversion to make it 21-8. And then after that, the Cougars were able to pick it out because right after that, a big bullet score happened from Sturgill to Stevens, and that would make it a 53-yard score and a touchdown with a 2-point conversion. That came with 10:09 remaining in the second quarter, and that would push it out to 28-6. But after that, it was all Magoffin County. A 37-yard pass from Peck to Burchett with 6:58 remaining in the second quarter, and then the 2-point conversion by Burchett to make the score all of a sudden 28-16. We talked about the fumble and the miscommunication that happened there, and after the fumble, the Cougars made him pay for it. Brett Sturgill would score from 14 yards out. Adams would add the extra point, and that would push it out to 35-16. But right before the half ended with 15.2 seconds, it was Wireman who scored from 2 yards out to make it 35-22. The 2-point conversion attempt was intercepted by the Cougars. They stopped it because there was no chance for a return, and that's how we're at 35-22 here at the break on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Mark and I'll step out again for 3 minutes.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
(35-22). We're about a minute and 35 away from the start of the second half. They'll probably put another extra 3 minutes up there, let all the players warm back up. But Mark, your thoughts on this second half, what the Hornets need to do to get back into it, and on top of that too, what the Cougars need to do to make sure they walk out of here with a win?
Well, the Hornets definitely getting the ball back on the kickoff gives them a little bit of an advantage, and they need to take advantage of that and go down and score right off the bat to establish that they're back. As Cougars, you can't let that happen. Your defense is going to have to step up a little bit more and keep that offense rolling. The offense is producing very well. Defense just has to be able to get off the field so they can get back out there and do damage.
One thing I think both teams are going to have to watch is definitely take care of the ball. 3 fumbles in that first half, of course, 2 of them by Magoffin County. At one point, Burchett nearly had an interception for Magoffin County. That might be something to watch, how the Hornets secondary, if they double or triple team, Stidham or Stevens. But I think ball protection is going to be key because we've only seen 5 penalties in this game between both teams, 25 yards on the Cougars, total 10 on the Hornets. So I think ball protection is going to be very key in the second half for both teams.
Oh, absolutely. The Cougars can run the ball on the ground until the Hornets stack up in the box and kind of shut things down, and then that's when they pass. So if they get back that even mix between passing and running like they did to the first quarter, then they should be all right. But they have to find a way to stop these Hornets.
And the Hornets earlier got themselves in a little bit of a hole, down 21-0. Closest they got it was 28-16. And sometimes that happens with teams. One of the things that helps the Hornets feel a little more secure, and we still have a great crowd here on hand, the fans enjoying themselves, but having that home fan base really picks up when you're down 21-0 and all of a sudden you've got it down to 13.
Yeah, like I said, this is a game of spurts as it goes on. Not as doesn't change as much as basketball maybe, but football still is a game of spurts. And the first 4 to 6 minutes of this second half is probably going to determine how this rest of this game goes.
We'll step out for one final break on Bluegrass Sports Nation. Back in 2 minutes.
I believe in Kentucky. I believe in Kentucky.
I believe the good guys win.
I believe in cops and firefighters.
I believe in lending a helping hand.
I believe tough times make strong people.
I believe in insurance that's there in good weather and bad.
I believe in sticking together.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
I am Kentucky.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
And we're getting ready to start the second half of action here on Bluegrass Sports Station between the Hornets and the Cougars. Senior night here in Magoffin County, and the Hornets will receive the ball to start the third quarter.
Back they begin for the Hornets.
Fultz, Peck, and Howard back deep for the Hornets.
The Letcher Central Jackson lead.
I was just noticing, Anthony, how many Cougar faithfuls we have over there. There's a lot in the bleachers, but there's probably 50 lined up along the fence down through here watching as well.
Here we go. Meade to kick it off. High. Can the Hornets fall on it? Boy, that was close. They do.
Jackson Gillian.
Gillian with the nice kickoff return or coverage there. And now, see what the Cougars dial up, or Hornets dial up here on offense. Starting to get a little nippy out here, Mark, but weather's still great.
I think the dew is falling a little bit, and that's what making it seem so cold.
Here we go. Peck under center. This time they're going to go with Burchett to the right. So switch up at running back and not Wireman there. Be something to watch. The little sweet pass to Burchett. Going to go back and just driven out of bounds there by Brown. Brown been at it at football or defense here tonight. That's going to be some yards lost. It'll be second and long for the Hornets.
Yeah, the Cougars were able to string that along pretty well. I thought they had them deeper in the backfield than that, but Burchett just was turned on that speed and tried to get to the outside, but couldn't get back to the line of scrimmage.
Officially marked at a loss of 5. Second and 15 now for the Hornets at their own 37. Hornets taking their time. No play clock at the facility here at the Hornets Stadium, so no way to determine how much time is on the play clock, but they get it off plenty of time. This time they go right back to Wireman, and Wireman's doubled up quickly, and that's going to be another loss on the play. So this is going to be about 3rd and 17 for the Hornets.
Yeah, but Big Surgeon was back in the backfield there and wrapped him up just as soon as he got the ball. I'm not sure what Coach Matthews said at halftime, but he needs to bottle it up and sell it because right now he's got the Cougars on fire.
So they officially mark it at about a loss of a half yard. Yep. And now with 11:20 remaining. 3rd and long for Magoffin County tonight, and officially they are 5 of 7 on 3rd down conversion attempts. Hornets taking their time. Gilliland in motion, left to right. Peck has Burchett, and it's intercepted by Brown. Brown down the left side of the field at the 40, going to cut up to the 35, gets by 2 more men, and is finally was still on his feet and is wrapped down at about the 31-yard line. And Brown, we have a player down here on the far side for Magoffin County, but Brown is having a big night defensively, responsible for a couple of losses back in the first half. Ran Burchett out of bounds to make it 2nd and 5, and now the big interception and the second turnover of the game for the Hornets, as that is the first interception of this game so far, and players fine, okay. Here on the far side, that was Burchett, just a little shaken up, and now the Cougars ready to roll.
Yeah, I think he was wanting a personal foul called because they did hit him, even though he didn't catch the ball. But the reason he didn't catch the ball is Brown jumped in front of him and got it.
Howard will have it, breaks the tackle in the backfield, reverses field to the center, still going out to the right. Combs with a nice block. Howard still on the outside. They can't tackle him but drive him out of bounds. And now this will be the Cougars into the Hornets red zone for the 5th time tonight. And that's going to be a pickup down to the 10. So that was a gain mark of 21 yards.
Well, absolutely. I mean, the Cougars done exactly what we said that they had to do. They had to put a stop on the defense side of the ball, which they did with the interception.
Here's the handoff to Howard. Howard going to go to the right, outside, and he'll bulldoze his way into the end zone from 10 yards out with 10:24 remaining in the third quarter. 41-22 your score. And one of the things, Mark, that I had said right before we came to the break was who was going to win this half it wouldn't be the penalties because we hadn't seen many, but it would be who protects the ball. And right now the Cougars have responded with that.
Well, absolutely. And like I said, this game of spurts, this first 4 or 5 minutes of this quarter is going to set the scene for the second half.
Adams through the uprights. Pushes it out to 42-22. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
For over 100 years, Buckhorn Children and Family Services has been changing lives across Kentucky, providing compassionate care, healing, and hope to families in need. From addiction treatment to foster care, residential treatment, and more, our programs help families and individuals build strong, healthy futures. Whether it's through evidence-based treatment for children or life-changing support for adults, we're answering God's call to make a lasting impact. Join us in changing lives and restoring hope. Please visit buckhorn.org or send your support to Buckhorn Children and Family Services in Buckhorn, Kentucky. Together, we can build strong, thriving families.
(42-22) your score, 10:23 remaining in the third quarter. And the Cougars answer right back off the interception by Thaden Brown. A little bit of a squib kick. Magoffin County going to fall on it between the 35 and the 36 Peck. And now we'll see what Magoffin County, after throwing the interception, which resulted in 7 points off the turnover for the Cougars, see if the Hornets, if they go back to that run game or if they stick to the air again.
Yeah, they had beaten Brown a couple of times by throwing the ball to Burchett and got the scores earlier, but that time Brown was able to pick it off and big return to set up that touchdown.
Closest Magoffin County got it was 28-16 after trailing 21-0. They had the ball into Cougar territory, had a chance to possibly score again, but turned the ball over. And the Cougars, since then, get another interception, or getting another turnover here in this half. Or start this half in the run there by Wireman. Maybe gets a yard or a half yard. And Cougars 2nd and 10 now on the Hornets.
Gain of 1, 2nd on a 9.
The Cougars defense is coming out strong and holding their own right now, so the Hornets are really going to have to figure out something besides just Wireman, because they ran him a lot the first half, and the Cougars are kind of keying on him right now.
Magoffin County content to take their time here. They actually did give him a gain of a yard. Thought there was an extra effort there. 2nd and 9 now. This time Wireman will line up to the right with receivers both ways. Oh, and Peck getting pressured. Looking, gets away, throws it away. Only man open in that area for Magoffin County was Isaac Yates, the freshman. So this will bring up 3rd and 9 for the Hornets, where they are 5 of 8 tonight.
Yeah, I mean, they had great pressure on him from the outside linebacker over there, but Peck done a great job to be able to get that off and not take a loss, because he was 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
on the line for the Cougars. Next week they will close out district play against the Powell County Pirates at home up at Letcher County Central on the hill. And the Cougars, if they can get this win here tonight, can still push for that second seed in the district unless Lawrence County were to lose a couple of games, as right now they're undefeated in district play. So a lot on the line here still in Magoffin County. Here comes the pressure for the Cougars on the weak side. Well, nobody home there, so that makes it 4th and 9, and now Magoffin's going to have to punt it over as Gilliland was in the area but wasn't looking at the ball, and the good another stop by the defense of the Cougars.
Yeah, I think Griffith, he turned to see where the receiver is and just threw his arms up, and I think he actually touched the ball inadvertently, but in either case, the throw wasn't going to be catchable at all.
Looks like Magoffin County is going to go for it on 4th and 9 at their own 37.
This could be huge.
Let's see if they do that disguise again where they punted it. Yeah, they did that back in the first quarter. They were a little more lined up than usual than they would be if they would go for it. A little sneaky there to Rossett trying to do a little trickery, but the Cougars weren't fooled. And now Magoffin County punts it over to the Cougars, and now the Cougars will have it at their own 27. Magoffin County, because of the rush and passing there on the last play, the passes weren't as crisp, and there was just a little bit of the rush of the defense of the Cougars to make the quarterback uncomfortable. Peck, they didn't do that a whole lot in the first half. We're kind of doing that more toward the end of it. But the Cougars' defense, an interception, and then a punt on 4th down, there, and now a chance to push that lead back up. It's 20 right now at 9:06 remaining here in the third quarter of play. Hand off Sturgill, got some room, still in the middle, shaking and baking, going to have the first down and more. Almost to the 45, and that'll be another first down for the Cougars. And moving the ball on the chains in that clock, Mark.
Yeah, I mean, he just took his time and was reading his blockers and cutting back and forth. And he had blockers all the way down to the 45 on the other side, but he just didn't get to them. But, man, what a run.
They go with Sturgill again, flag throw. See what the call is. Don't know if it was an offsides or false start, but we'll get the official word here in just a moment.
I think they got 12 on the Hornets.
That would be Peck.
Substitution infraction.
So it's a substitution infraction against Magoffin County. That's now penalized 3 times for 5 yards, or 3 penalized, 3 penalties. All of them have been 5 yards, a total of 15 yards. Cougars with 3 penalties, with 3 penalties, total of 25 yards, 8:35 remaining. Overbrook has time. Here comes the pressure. And he just has to throw it away. No receiver anywhere. Good pressure there by the Hornets. And that was now by John Foltz. He's been all over the field tonight. We've seen him, heard his name a lot. And that'll be second and 5 for the Cougars at their own 49.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that we didn't see a flag on that because, like you said, Cougars had no one in the vicinity at all. He just got rid of the ball, but it worked.
Ooh. Howard going to switch sides now from left to right. And he'll get the call. Oh. They couldn't get him down, but in the backfield, still be a little bit of a loss of plays, but still, Magoffin's not been able to bring him down tonight. Arnett's on the tackle there, and also a player lost his helmet there, Braxton Montgomery, so he'll have to come out this play for the Hornets.
Yeah, he's the one that met him head on in the hole there and was able to stop him from moving forward, but as you said, they just couldn't get him down. They slid all the way down to the ground and held on to him until the referees blew the whistle.
So no gain officially. 3rd and 5 for the Cougars. Unofficially, I had them as 4-4 tonight on 3rd down conversions. Here we go. It's going to be a first down and more. Howard just pushing off. Howard will go to the end zone. One man to beat. It's going to be close. And what do they give him? Touchdown. Garrett Howard from 51 yards out, and the Cougars make it 48-22 over the Hornets.
That was a heck of a run, and like I said, he had one man to beat who made the tackle, but as he was going down, he did break the plane and hit that pylon.
Comes at 7:28 in the third.
Adams back to kick.
High snap. It's down and through the uprights. With 7:28 remaining in the third quarter, 49 Letcher Central, Magoffin County 22, back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
And after it was 28-16, the Cougars now all of a sudden have scored 14 points to Magoffin County's 8 to push it out to 49-22. I want to thank the Letcher County Central coach there, Cade Holland, for showing us the replay on their camera mark of the kickoff or the touchdown by Garrett Howard, and he did get in as they got the zoom in. So a great 51-yard run there by Garrett Howard, but ball's going to be spotted. Good field position for Magoffin County as the kick went out of bounds. And they'll mark him at the 42. So another 5-yard penalty on the Cougars. So now Magoffin County with great field position to respond again possibly, but that Cougar defense has sure been airlocked in this second half.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know what was said to them at halftime, but, man, they've come out with a whole different sense of urgency, and they have just shut down the Hornets completely so far.
Going to be Wireman again from Peck. Wireman going to get to the outside. Gets by Brown, but he's going to be out of bounds. That's going to be no gain on the play as Fields and also Stevens there. And on the play, good effort there by the Cougars to make sure they didn't go any further.
Yeah, they strung it out very well and was able to drive him out of bounds. And like you said, he just got back to the line of scrimmage after running 15 yards, but it wasn't north and south.
Wideouts both ways. Got one bunched up on the right, Gilliland. This time they go back to, Wireman again. Nice spin move out to about the 48.
Gain of 5.
Give him a gain of 5. It's going to be 3rd and 5. Magoffin County, 5 of 9 tonight.
Yeah, this second half, the Cougars have really been keen on him. He probably had 150 yards the first half, just guessing. I know he was their workhorse, and that was his first good game this half.
.6:43 and the clock rolling in the third quarter. See what the call is. It could be a potential false start, but we'll get the official word from the official, and it is Magoffin backing up 5 yards. It'll now make it 3rd and 10. Hornets now penalized 4 times for 20 yards.
3rd down and 10.
Tough break there for Magoffin County, trying to build some type of offensive momentum after their first 2 offensive opportunities in this quarter have stalled. One an interception, another a punt. So crucial for the Hornets to get this 3rd down here. And you kind of got to wonder if you get close, if you're Coach DeRossett, do you roll the dice and maybe try to go for it? See what the Hornets draw up here. It's going to be Wireman to the left of Peck. Good snap. Oh, here comes the rush. Multiple rushes. Griffith, Sargent, you name it. everybody back there, and that's going to be an incomplete pass, and now Magoffin County will have to punt it.
Yeah, one of the guys that was back in there was Mr. Ryder Day. He'd come in between those last plays, and he was able to get back there with a whole host of his teammates and really put the pressure on Peck.
Ryder Day, who got the fumble earlier back in the first quarter to really set the tone for the Cougars to jump out to that 21-0 lead, also stepping up tonight. We've seen a lot of names, Fields, Brown, Day, some players you normally course Sargent and all the rest of them have stepped up back there, but good to see some of these Cougars stepping up at this point in the season because they're going to need to be there for the Cougars come playoff time.
Well, absolutely. The more depth that you can establish, the better your team is.
Hornets going to roll for it. First time tonight on fourth down. Tried to go with the halfback pass. Still throwing it. Oh, good heads up there by Garrett Howard as the ball was deflected, and Buckaloo could not bring in the pass. It would have been a first down, and now the Cougars forced the turnover there on downs for the Hornets, and now they've got great field position at the Magoffin County 42.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a gutsy call where you're at, but Cougars was able to hold steadfast and could really, really start driving a nail in things if they can drive it down and score here.
Well, I thought that was a great play there by DeRosset. You got to go for it. You got to do something. You got to make something happen. Almost happened. Mark Howard was just able to get his hands in there, and Buckaloo just couldn't bring it down. And just a great effort there by the Hornets. And now the Cougars have a chance to add on to their score. They can score here. That would be 20 straight points in this quarter. And we have a whistle before the play, false start against the Cougars. So that's going to be their fifth penalty tonight for a total of 35 yards. First and 15 now for the Cougars at their own 37.
The Stevens was headed to the end zone. He was about 3 steps past his defender, and Holbrook was backing up, getting ready to launch the ball. So
check that at the Magoffin County 47. Combs hanging out there to the right. Got Stevens hanging out there to the left. Sturgill going to take it. Looking, moving around, and going to be back a yard over the original line of scrimmage, so that'll be a pickup of 6, and it'll be 2nd and 9 for the Cougars.
2nd down and 10.
Yeah, the Cougars just take their time and run the ball and eat up this clock. I think they'll be in good shape.
Second down and 6, ball marked at the 41. Sturgill there to the left this time again, Holbrook. Nice snap. Here comes the pressure. Holbrook gets wrapped up. Several Hornets there in on the tackle as he broke one.
And Lovely comes out of the bottom of the pile.
Well, pressure back there originally, Morris had some there for the Hornets. And after that, it got down to the 45. So that's a loss of 4. Should bring up roughly about 3rd and 13. That is correct. And the Cougars tonight, Mark Young, have them unofficially at 5 of 5 on 3rd down conversions. 4.5 remaining, 3rd quarter. Good snap. Howard going to fall to about the 38, 39-yard line. So pick up to be get about roughly about 5 yards. So Cougars tonight, 1 of 1 on 4th down conversions. See what they draw up here.
Yeah, it'd be interesting. They run it right up the middle a couple of times. If the Hornets step up into that box like they have previously to try to stop these short gains, look for Holbrook to go over top.
So it'll be 4th and 7 officially for the Cougars. 1 of 1 tonight on 4th down conversions. See what they draw up here with 3:45 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Holbrook has time. Holbrook, and it is incomplete on the right side. Intended for Combs. Their end on the breakup there was Fultz. And now the Cougars turn it over on downs, and Magoffin County will have decent field position.
Yeah, you know, the Cougars got exactly what they wanted. They wanted that one-on-one coverage, and Fultz was just made a great play there and prevented that pass from being made.
And Fultz just a freshman, so for just a freshman to make that play, huge confidence for him in the future. And now we'll see if Magoffin County's made some adjustments here offensively. That was the first time the Hornets had stopped the Cougars from scoring on their drives, their 3 drives here in this second half.
You know, before the game, we were talking to Fultz's dad over here. He's doing the filming for him. So.
And here comes the play here off to Wireman. Wireman going to get a few yards, maybe about 4 or 5 on the play. This will be 2nd and 5 now.
Gain of 3.
Give it officially 3, actually. Be 2nd and 7. Yep, Fultz's father, good man. Good talking with him earlier. Good talking with several people here in Magoffin County tonight. Been very hospitable and welcoming. They always do that here. Been up here several times to cover games, whether it be basketball, football, and just a good atmosphere here tonight. And we got 3 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. 49-22 your score. Hand off to Wireman again. He's been having that number all night. See, looks like forward progress, still on his feet. He will have the first down for the Hornets.
Blake Wireman on the carry.
And Magoffin County needed that.
Oh, absolutely. But I mean, he's just been a workhorse. I have really been impressed with Wireman. He just keeps adding to his yardage, and he had a well of a first half, and he's trying to get back in this game again.
Two wideouts both ways this time, or out to the right, one to the left, and then wrapped up Wireman's. But a flag comes in late, might be a face mask, we'll see. But Wireman tackled at the 50 by a host of Cougars.
Back in the backfield.
And we'll get the call from the White Hat. And it is a face mask.
Flag on the play, face mask.
Might be incidental, didn't see the personal foul, but it'll give it a first down, so it was incidental, and that'll be an automatic first down for the Hornets, 1st and 5.
Yeah, but the Cougars definitely keeping track of where that number 2 is, because he's been a thorn in their side all night. He runs extremely hard and has produced a lot of yardage for the Hornets.
6 times for 40 yards tonight, the Cougars penalized. Magoffin County's 4 at 20. It's about half there. Peck's going to let it fly to Burchett, and Burchett's going to have it complete inside the Letcher County Central red zone. Brown was right there, and Burchett with a nice catch, and that's going to be at the 18-yard line, and Magoffin County gets another first down, and now looking for something to do here to possibly answer the 2 touchdowns by the Cougars in this quarter.
Yeah, they're trying to get back in there in this thing, and same thing happened last quarter. Started making a late charge.
2 wideouts both ways. Wireman to the left. Burchett in motion. He's going to get the fake. Nope, going to hand it off to Wireman. Wireman's got some room. Wireman going to be inside the 10-yard line to the 9, a gain of 9. Be 2nd and 1 with 1 minute to go in the third quarter.
Carry down to.
Wireman is running really hard, and right now they're just taking it out to the Cougars. The Cougars are going to have to tighten up there in the middle and force them to do something different.
.38 seconds. Hand off to Wireman. Got the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal at about the 6. And multiple flags come in late, so hold the phone. Didn't catch what happened there, but we'll see what they call. Personal foul against Letcher County Central. It's a dead ball, personal foul. So it'll probably be 1st and goal from the 3. We'll see where they officially mark it, but regardless of first down for the Hornets. And they're going to put it about between the 2 and the 1.
On about the 3.5-yard line. And that play is good for a first down, Magoffin.
So 3 yards officially out. Here they go. Wireman gets the handoff to the right, breaks a pull tackle, and he didn't get in. We'll see. Well, yeah, they did. They gave the effort there. He must have got the ball across the pylon from 3 yards out, and now Magoffin County makes it back a 21-point game, and they'll probably go for 2 here as they have all night, where tonight they are 2 of 3 on 2-point conversions.
I think everybody up here on this hill knew who was going to get the ball there, and, man, he just wouldn't be denied.
So here we go, 2-point conversion attempt, 2 wideouts both ways. Wireman will be to the right. Peck going to throw it. Here comes the pressure. Peck throws. It's deflected, and it'll stay 49-28. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
(49-28), 15 and a half seconds to go here in the third quarter. Magoffin County gets on the board in the third quarter for the first time. Hornets go, and nice recovery there, or nice catch by Combs. 13.8 seconds.
Letcher Central has the ball. First down.
Cougars last time went for it on 4th down, couldn't get it. Magoffin County responded and scored. The Cougars still lead it by 21, and they'll look to try to find another score here for Letcher Central unless that Hornet defense gets stingy and holds them out again.
Yeah, right now the Cougars need to drive the ball down. Regardless of scoring or not, they have to control this clock.
Have it at their own 42. Trips out to the right, one out to the left. Howard going to get it. Has some room. Out to the outside. Will have the first down and more. Stops out of bounds at the 44-yard line with 6.5 seconds remaining here in the opening in the third quarter. I think that dew's falling even more quicker now, Mark.
Yeah,
Getting a little bit more chilly, but still fine. Still good weather to be out here tonight.
Beautiful night. It really is.
You're talking about your fingers being cold earlier.
With just one hand.
And Howard will have it again. Going to have another first down. Bounces out to the right. Going to be inside the 30. And that'll be the end of the third quarter as he gets out to the 25-yard line, picks up 19. And it's 49-28, Letcher Central after 3. We'll be back in 60 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
Final quarter of play, 49-28. After one, it was 21-0. Halftime, 35-22. Cougars outscore the Hornets 14-6 in that third quarter to get it 49-28. Hand off to Sturgill. Looking around. Gets close to about 5 yards on the play. So Cougars just outside the red zone. Probably will officially mark him there. So if they will. This will now mark the 6th trip tonight to the red zone for the Cougars. They're 5 of 5 so far. Comes the pressure. They're going to give it off to Sturgill again. Sturgill going to lose maybe about a yard on the play. Excellent tackle there. Hornets by Morris. Fultz and Stanford there in on the tackle. Officially say no gain, and now 3rd and 5 for the Cougars, where they're 5 of 10 tonight on 3rd down conversions.
As much as the Hornets over-pursued that time, had Holbrook elected to keep that ball, he had some running room out there on the outside because there was nobody out there.
5 of 6, check that Hornets. Hand off to Howard. Magoffin's 5 of 10. Howard has it in more. And they couldn't wrap him up, and in the end zone. Howard gets a hit, but jumps right back up and scores the touchdown from 20 yards out, and I'm sure that's bringing a smile to Miss Trezany and Mr. Gavin's face. And that's now 55-20, largest lead of the game for the Cougars.
Yeah, I mean, that was just a good hard run, and once he got out in open territory, those linebackers not going to bring him down unless they hit him awful low.
That's Howard's 3rd score of this quarter for the Cougars.
You mean this half?
Yeah, overall, that is his. He scored a lot tonight. Taking stats and everything, sometimes it slips, Mark, and here we go. They're going to go for the 2-point conversion. Cougars going to push it out to about 29, excuse me. Quarterback keeper, you talked about it earlier, Mark. To your point, Holbrook keeps it that time, pushes that lead out to 29 to make it 57-28. We'll step out for 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
What keeps you going? Your love for the game? Your teammates? A victory? At ARH Orthopedics, our goal is to keep you pain-free so your body can keep going. There's no time for discomfort in your joints or ligaments caused by an injury. ARH Orthopedic providers specialize in treatment plans, from non-surgical and surgical options, so your care is entirely centered around you. Visit arh.org/ortho to find an orthopedic provider near you. ARH, more for Appalachia.
Howard scores for the 3rd time this half, but the 4th time overall. Always good there, Mark, to make sure I double-check myself and have that radar going. So I wanted to make sure that was his 4th score of the game. 57-28. Cougars push it out to 29, and 10:56 remaining. We'll see if they dial up a play and get the onside kick. They'll do it back deep, but the Cougars, 20 yards out, Garrett Howard. Holbrook had a nice run on that 2-point conversion play. Cougars 2 of 3 tonight on 2-point conversions. And the ball go out of bounds, and the Hornets will get good field position at about the 35-yard line.
That's a 31.
Maybe might put it at 36 with that 5-yard penalty. So 10:56 remaining.
Yeah, that was almost an identical kick to the last kickoff he made. I mean, to the yard.
So they do mark it at the 36 with 10:56 remaining. Also, I like the track facility they got around here, Mark. We talked about the facilities earlier. They got a good track up here. The view's really nice. If you've never been to Magoffin County, I was hoping we would get a full moon tonight. We did the other night, but no moon in the sky here. Seeing no clouds either. 10:56 remaining. Peck going to roll to his right. Has pressure from Griffith, and it's intercepted by Stevens. And a flag on the play after the interception. But that's now 2 interceptions tonight on Peck, the third turnover of the game for the Hornets.
And again, Peck was under a lot of pressure. You had Brody Griffith breathing down his neck as he let that one go.
That's a dead ball. personal foul against Magoffin.
She heard the PA speaker. It's going to be a personal foul against Magoffin County, so a 15-yard penalty. And that will put the Cougars at the 24-yard line of the Hornets. Forgot to mention, too, on that last scoring drive there by the Cougars, Mark, they're now 6 of 6 from the red zone tonight.
Yeah, they've been able to really execute pretty well tonight. Like I said, they've mixed up the plays very good, and it's working out great so far.
And we have a whistle flag on the play.
Flag on the play.
False start against the
False
Cougars.
Start. Letcher Central.
This will be 1st and 15 from the 29-yard line.
First down and 15.
They'll just restart and go again. That didn't even huddle.
Sturgill has room. Out to the right. Ooh. Out to the 18. Pick up of about 11, so this will bring up about 2nd and 4 for the Cougars.
That was a
second out of 5.
Tough tackle there from behind.
Sturgill gets the call again. To the outside.
Sturgill on the carry, brought down by John Fultz.
And they move the chains, and another first down for the Cougars. Unofficially, I have them as their 21st first down tonight to Magoffin County 17. 10-10 remaining in the third quarter. 6th trip to the red zone tonight for the Cougars. Or sorry, 7th, excuse me. Sturgill still on his feet, trying to get in, and he does from not 14 yards out with 9:58 remaining. And now the Cougars lead 63-28 with a 35-point lead. Adams hits this extra point. That puts it to a 36-point lead.
I mean, that was just unbelievable run there by Sturgill. He kept bobbing, and then he ended up doing a spin move and making it to the end zone, bear crawling.
I meant to say that puts it out to the 30s. The running clock rule is 36. So, yes, bear crawling for sure. And sometimes that's what you got to do. You got to do whatever you can to get across that line. Snap. It's good. Adams. And we have a flag on the play, so hold the phone. We'll see if this is against Magoffin or Letcher.
Yeah, it's again Magoffin.
So the point stands. Personal foul against the Hornets. That will be enforced on the kickoff, and we'll be back in 30 seconds on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
Time out for great food. This season, everyone is stopping at Double Quick for their pregame and postgame snacks, drinks, sandwiches, and dinners. Come on in and grab a bucket of Double Quick chicken with all the sides, a real family meal for on-the-go eating. Then there's everyone's favorite, the famous Double Quick pizza rolls. Buy them 1, 2, or 6 at a time. We've got sandwiches galore, your favorite drinks, chips, and snacks, and so much more. Be sure and use your Double Quick rewards card, and good luck to all the teams from the team here at Double Quick.
Penalty enforced on the touchdown there on Magoffin County, or the extra point, excuse me, and now the Cougars will kick it off from the 45-yard line of the Hornets. Running clock in play now after the Adams point after, where she is 6 of 6 tonight on point after attempts. Cougars 2 of 3 on 2-point conversions. Magoffin 2 of 4. And the Hornets at a bounce. Fultz on that recovery there on the kickoff. So the Cougars really only holding Magoffin County to 6 points so far in this half, after Magoffin really welled up 22 points in that second quarter.
Yeah, they looked like their offense was coming alive, but the second half has been the Cougar defense stepping up and taking control.
2 turnovers for Magoffin County in this half, and both of them have been interceptions. They have 3 turnovers total for the game. One fumble back at 8:46 that was recovered by Ryder Day. 8:50 in the clock moving. Excuse me. Low snap. Good run there by Wireman.
Wireman on the
again.
carry.
Gets about out to the 20.
Brought down by several Cougars.
So the Cougars
gain of 4.
Looking to move to 5-3 on the season, 2-1 in the district. Next week we'll play the Powell County Pirates up at home. There in Letcher County on the hill. Here we go. Magoffin County next week will play on the road out of district at Pike County Central. Not much going there. Might have lost a yard or two. It'll be 3rd and 6 where Magoffin County is 5-10 tonight.
You know, tonight, Lawrence and Powell are playing. I'd love to know the score of that game.
7:45 remaining here. 4th quarter of play. If you still had Derek Forrest and all those guys and Josh McKinney at WYMT when it's now X, but Twitter would blow up, you could get coverage from in so many games back in the day. Pass incomplete down the far side, intended for, excuse me,
ball's incomplete.
Jaron Howard, the freshman. 4th down now for the Hornets. 5 of 11 they are on 3rd down conversions tonight. When I was underground early and on in my media career and doing blogging and several different things, Mark, I used to be one of the people that would tweet on my Twitter when I had it, or X, and would tweet scores. I can remember one night between me, WYMT, and a couple of people in the area, we had 21 total score updates posted throughout the night. It was awesome. But I don't have Twitter anymore, or X, whatever you want to call it. I wonder if our producer's got X. You got X? I know you can't hear him, but he's shaking his head. You like X? He doesn't use it, he says. So, man, it came through on my microphone there. Colby Ambergy joining and enjoying the game here tonight, always doing the great job producing. Again, broken up on 4th down and 8 for the Hornets. Howard, Magoffin County players, well, and they do get the flag, so they see if they call this a late hit and give the Hornets the 1st down. Yeah, personal foul against the Cougars.
Letcher Central.
Tough break there. That'll be a 15-yard penalty. And the Hornets give them their 18th 1st down of the game. And they'll be out to the 32. Tough break there if you're the Cougars. Not something you want to see this late in the game, Mark. Regardless, even if you do have a 36-point lead.
Right. That's something that can be controlled, and you can't let your emotions get the best of you.
Clock still rolling, 5:35 remaining in the game. Going to be stopped in the back. Oh, breaks a couple of tackles. Wireman still going backwards. And then finally brought down by Ryder Day in the backfield. Big tackle there, and that's almost back to where they had it before the penalty.
Yeah, that was a huge play there. He tried to reverse field, and they was just too quick for him and was able to get him down.
After losing 2 straight, the Cougars now going to go back on a 2-game winning streak. It's been a really seesaw for the Cougars. Lost the 1st game of the season there against Johnson Central over there in Shelby Valley, 48-6. That was there in week 0 of the high school football season. But since then, getting back on the winning ways. Oh, and I forgot to mention earlier, well, after the first loss, they had 3 wins straight against Leslie County, Shelby Valley, Perry Central, then 2 losses straight, Breathitt County and Lawrence County, and then, of course, Estill County last week, 48-22. Nice solid pass complete there to Montgomery. But, Mark, I forgot to mention this earlier in the game. Guess what? This is the first time these 2 teams have ever met in the history of both programs. So first game here on the road, looking like the Cougars are going to get this one here with 4 minutes left and 36-point lead. And, of course, where they're both in the same district, they're going to be meeting up for quite some time until the KHSAA realigns the districts again.
Absolutely. I was surprised when I found that stat today.
Peak. Oh, it's picked off by Brown again, or Peck, excuse me. And Brown might return it to the house. We'll see. He's still on his feet and a touchdown. No flags anywhere. And I'd say that was probably about a 48 to 49-yard interception return. And that now makes it 70 to 28, Letcher Central.
Yeah, I'm sure that was a big thrill for Brown to be able to get that one all the way back to the end zone. That's his second interception tonight, I think, isn't it?
That's correct. Been responsible, too, for a couple of turns back in the end zone. He had a couple of losses for yards here tonight, getting men in the backfield. And Adams stays perfect on the night, gets the PAT, a perfect 7 out of 7, 71-28 your score with the running clock. We'll just keep it here, Mark. Big score there by the Cougars.
And with the Cougars winning this, how's it going to set up the playoffs? I know Lawrence and Powell play tonight.
You would still have to, it would come down basically until, because next week Magoffin County plays Pike County Central. That's an out-of-district game. The following week they would play Lawrence County, so that would put that situation there where Magoffin would be. It would all depend on the head-to-head matchup on that last seed, because there's 5 teams in this district, if I'm not mistaken, so probably whoever has the worst record would not make the playoffs. So it could be a combination of maybe you have Powell at that 4 seed, or you have Magoffin, one of the two, and then it would probably be if Lawrence wins out, if they defeat Magoffin, Estill County tonight, then that would probably be the 1-2 would probably be Powell, then Letcher, then it either be Estill, and I'm trying to remember who won that game between Powell and Magoffin earlier. And I believe I had it right here. It was Powell County, so probably it would be Powell at that 4 seed, and then Estill County, and then probably Letcher and Lawrence, but still a lot to play. But that's going back to the old school ways the KHSAA used to be. If you didn't win certain games in your district, you went home after your last game of the regular season.
Right. I know Estill's off tonight, but they play Lawrence next week, and Lawrence has Powell tonight, so they've got 2 district games back-to-back. Of course, they're on top right now.
But that's breaking it down how it would work there. And the kickoff recovery just up to about the 30, as that's Hunter Bailey. And still a lot of football left. The Cougars would obviously, what it would have to happen is for that to happen is if the Cougars defeat Powell next week, then obviously they have wrapped up the 2 seed. What they would have to have happen is Lawrence to either lose when they play Estill and possibly another game. But with that being said, the tiebreaker, if Lawrence was to lose, would go to them because they defeated Letcher Central a few weeks ago up at Letcher County Central. So it's probably more of what it's shaping out to be is Wireman on the carry close to the first down. But more than likely what would possibly happen, Mark, is it would be 1-2. You'd have to see. But the interesting thing about the playoffs would be, as we're about under 15 seconds, would be as if the Cougars were to get that first home playoff game and win that game, looking at probably going on the road. Of course, still a lot of football to play to either Bell or Rockcastle County. And that'll be the Cougars' 2 straight wins, 5-3 on the season, 2-1 in the district. And Letcher County Central tonight, a good win here on the road against the Hornets. And Mark and I will step out for 3 minutes on Bluegrass Sports Nation.
At People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, we're more than just your banker. For over a century, we've stood by your side through the good times and bad. We provide the local touch you want in a banker and the convenience of online banking when you're on the go. Plus, our checking accounts put money back in your pocket. With cashback options and rewards for banking local, we make your money work for you. Call us today to learn more about opening an account. Experience banking the way it should be. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard. We're here for you. Member FDIC.
Go Time is a locally owned and operated convenience store that has all your wants and needs in one stop. We have everything from quick snacks and cool drinks, a full-service deli, fresh coffee bar, soft-serve ice cream, and milkshakes.
There are buttons to button, snacks to prepare, math problems to help with, and boo-boos to kiss. If you have people who need you, you need life insurance. Talk to a Kentucky Farm Bureau agent about a policy that protects the ones you love. Kentucky Farm Bureau Insurance. Big on commitment.
Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, Little Flower Clinic, Quantum Healthcare, and East Kentucky Chiropractic. Offering medical, dental, pediatrics, chiropractic, behavioral health, women's health, rheumatology, MAT program, x-ray, lab, and free transportation. East Kentucky Chiropractic, Dr. Dale Williams and Dr. Adam Fields. Offering spinal adjustments, posture correction, sports injury recovery, and pain management. Kentucky Mountain Health Alliance Incorporated, your medical home in the mountains.
At Hazard Community and Technical College, you are more than just a number. With our low faculty to student ratio, you'll get the personal attention and support you need to succeed. Our dedicated faculty is here to guide you every step of the way, helping you reach your goals in a community that cares. Choose HCTC. We'll never underestimate you. Call us at 606-487-3293 to learn more.
Hi, I'm attorney David Johnson. You may recognize me from some of our other ads, but injuries from an auto accident are no joking matter. With over 25 years of experience, our offices have the resources and expertise to go head-to-head with big insurance. While most of our cases get resolved without going to court, trust me, they know if the attorney you choose will take it this far. Either way, our clients get paid. So for all your legal needs, get the pros on your side.
Score as the Cougars defeat the Hornets of Magoffin County. Run down some stuff here for you. 22 first downs unofficially for the Cougars, 19 for the Hornets. I had the Cougars at 6 and 7 on third down conversions, 1 of 2 on fourth down conversions. Magoffin County 0 of 1 tonight on fourth down conversions. They went 5 of 11 on third down conversions. The Cougars were perfect in the red zone, a perfect 7 of 7. Magoffin County was perfect from the red zone, 3 of 3. Cougars went 4 of 4 on point afters, 7 of 7 on point afters, 2 of 3 on 2-point conversions. Hornets went 2 of 4 tonight. 3 turnovers for the Hornets. One of those was returned for an interception by Thaden Brown. We'll get to that in just a few moments. Cougars had a couple of turnovers tonight on fumbles. They were penalized tonight and brought to you by a total of 70 yards tonight. 8 times for 70 yards. Magoffin County tonight, total of, they racked up big there in the second half, 35 on 5 penalties. Score by quarters here, it was 21-0 Cougars after 1. Hornets outscored the Cougars 22-14 in the second quarter to make it 35-22 at halftime. Letcher Central. Cougars outscored the Hornets 14-6 in the third quarter to make it 49-28 after 3. And then the Cougars added 22 points to make it 71-28, your final. And I'll have to go back and do the research, as I was telling you, Mark, just me and covering the Cougars all these years for now over 6 years. I have to see if 71 is the highest I've ever seen them score. While I've been covering them, might be something to look to see if 71 has been the total that they've ever scored during a regulation game. Now, earlier before at halftime, I went down all the first half scoring, so I'm just going to break down the second half scoring for you. Magoffin County scored in the third quarter with 15.5 seconds to go. It was Wireman. He scored from 2 yards out. The point after was no good. But in the third quarter, Garrett Howard, 10-yard touchdown with 10:23 remaining in the third quarter. 51 yards out with 7:28 remaining in the third quarter. Adams added the PAT on that one as well. Howard also scored 20 yards out with 10:56 remaining in the fourth quarter. 2-point conversion good by Gunnar Holbrook. Sturgill scored in 9:58 in the fourth quarter from 14 yards out, and then Thaden Brown adds that 49-yard touchdown interception with 3:28 in the fourth quarter. Adams gets the extra point, and the Cougars move now to 5-3 on the season, and after being on the road for the last 2 weeks, go home to the Hill to close out the season. Just to remind you, the Cougars will have Powell County at home. They're off the week of October 14th or 24th. That's their bye week. Then they close out the season at home against Belfry. Mark, your thoughts overall on this game tonight?
I mean, it was a whale of a ball game. The Cougars come out with their offense rolling from the get-go, and at halftime, like I said before, I don't know what Coach Matthews said to them in the locker room or whoever said it, but when they come back out, the defense kind of took over the ball game the second half for the Cougars. But we were talking about that amount of points. Just think, the last 3 games that we've covered for the Cougars, how many points have been scored?
Well, I remember 114 in that Lawrence County game. And then tonight, I guess you would have to say, 99, 71 to 28?
It was 90-some last week. So, I mean, there's been a lot of points scored in the last 3 weeks.
48 to 20 or 48 to 34 was the score there last week. So yeah, big points there in the 80s, definitely for sure. 84 last week. So 90s, 100s, 90s, 80s, you name it. But I want to thank all of you for joining us tonight here on Bluegrass Sports Nation. And we'll see how all this plays out as it's district time. Tomorrow, don't forget that the Letcher County Central Middle School football team will be here. They will take on Lawrence County, a battle of unbeatens, 12-0, 12-0. Congratulations to the Fleming Neon Pirates. I know their season came to an end this past week, B team, but they upset the 1-seed Estill County last week, fell to Betsy Lane this week, but still had a great season, Mark.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I'm so proud of all those kids on the B team and the A team, both. The A team come out, they had a down year. They had a couple of key players hurt, so they weren't as competitive as they wanted to be, but they come out there and put their hearts on the field every day, and that's what these young men do. So we can't say nothing but good things for them.
And just like with Coach Matthews with the Cougars, we know that also, too, that Coach Bates and Coach McCray pour all their time and their heart into these kids and these student athletes, and that's what it's all about at the end of the day for the parents and the grandparents, the nieces and the nephews, the cousins, the brothers and the sisters, and just so everyone get out there and support their teams and have a good time. And Mark, again, I thank you for joining us tonight, and looking forward to seeing you next week. And I know the Cougars will be happy to be back at home.
Yeah, I mean, it really is. I mean, that's one of the things that we want people to do in the communities, go out and support these young people, because they're representing not only their schools, but your community as well.
For Kobe Ambergy and Mark Young, I'm Anthony Bersalia. You all have a great night. This has been Bluegrass Sports Nation, 71-28 Cougars over the Hornets. Good night, everyone. Have a great weekend, and God bless. The Letcher County Public Schools have an initiative this year, and it's called Show Up and Shine. And why I show up and shine is because when I see those students at Cowan Elementary and Arley Boggs together, I want to be there for them, show them that they care, that they matter, that their safety is number one, and we want to make sure that all Letcher County students stay safe and have the best possible way of learning and get the best education they possibly can.
And as I work with PRI as an academic interventionist at Fleming Neon Middle School, I show up every day for my kids because I want them to know that somebody does care and somebody's there to help. All they got to do is reach out.